So I have no friends anymore,
Yeah.
basically.
That kind of sucks.
You dang Skippy.
Medieval peasants.
What about him?
we
Gabe, I don't
work more
understand
than
this.
medieval. Okay, so we work more than medieval peasants. Okay.
I'm so lost on this.
In the 13th century, it was estimated that whole peasant families did not put in more than 150 days of work on their land.
Right, I
We
put
work-
in.
yeah.
I put in a total of 0 days on work on my land.
Well, you're also
I vacuumed
unemployed.
the house this morning.
People who are unemployed put in more work every year than peasants did.
I feel like I put in more work than the average peasant. They couldn't do what I do.
How's your harvest going, huh?
Each day in Minecraft.
I don't see no fruit from your labors.
Bro didn't have a bountiful harvest.
Unfortunate.
150 days of work put in, all right?
Guess who won't be surviving this winter?
Alright, gotta check that one off the clipboard of making fun of ancient people. Welcome back. Episode 2, you had to be there. You had to be there or you had to be square. Those are the 2 options. There's no in between.
That's what I always say.
But what if I want to be a triangle?
You can be a triangle. Maybe we'll just ignore you.
Yeah,
Oh.
we won't talk to you.
Oh well, I think I'm okay with that.
If you were a triangle,
I'd rather be my true triangle.
if you're a
self.
triangle, I'd ramp off you.
But you know, 2 triangles makes a square.
Strongest shape in nature.
Yeah, you can trust me.
I don't, if you have to say you can trust me, you can't trust them.
This is a bad
There
look
was-
for triangles.
There was something there.
Triangles everywhere.
You just don't get it.
Oh,
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
I got it, I
Now
got
you're
it.
connecting it.
I understand.
At least someone here gets it. I mean, to be honest, I don't know anything about them, so I'm just.
It's really
saying
funny that
nothing,
you made
but-
the joke and not me.
Yeah.
Do you trust triangles, Gabe?
I don't get the bit. I suppose.
He doesn't understand.
No, I don't. And I don't like the fact that I'm in between you guys on the screen, so it just looks like you guys are like imposing, like surrounding me like hyenas.
Do you trust
Shame.
triangles? Shame.
Increasingly less so.
Shame.
What do you trust?
You know, this is gonna be one of the nightmares that sticks with me. What are some nightmares that stick with you guys?
I had a nightmare that my sister was like a monster, and like she blew up like a balloon.
How dare she?
It was pretty scary
Literally,
for
how
me
dare
as
she?
as a child. I don't know where I pulled that from. I can't think of any piece of media that I saw that in. Maybe Teen Titans Go. Maybe I got some inspiration.
I had a nightmare about a week ago because Trevor sent me some reel where it started off normal and it almost seemed like it was some sort of like clickbait thing, and then it just cut to like this creepy, like, I don't even know how to pronounce it. It was like, or not how to like describe it. I mean, it was like just like some like shadow demon. And it was just like staring at the screen like into my soul, like breathing heavily. And I started singing in my sleep, and I don't like it. It's a little freaky.
I mean, I've had a nightmare about my sister, if you want to talk about that. I remember we were like watching, my family was downstairs watching a movie, and I was upstairs, and I like went halfway down the stairs to go see what they were doing, and then they were like, hey, go get your sister, bring her down here. And I was like, okay. So then I went into my sister's room, and I was like, sister, are you in here? And when I went in there, I flipped, it was dark, it was completely dark. And then I was like, hello, like, are you in here? And I saw that she was sleeping, and I tapped on her shoulder, and she jumped up, and her eyes were like twisting. They were like swirling with like black and white, and she like contorted in front of me and was like, and she like reached out for me, and I like fell back onto the floor, and she walked up at me like, and it was so weird. It was like those illusions with like the black and white where it spins and you get all dizzy and stuff. That's exactly what it was like. And she was walking towards me, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I woke up. So that was a pretty weird one.
Yeah, we can't top that. I don't dream, so I don't really get like good dreams or nightmares. Like normally when I do dream, it's pretty happy. It's normally just like not even happy. It's just kind of disconnected stuff that I can't really like I can't like talk about it in any meaningful way, and then it's just like I don't dream.
It's weird. I have a terrible mind's eye. I just can't imagine stuff vividly in my mind. Like I close my eyes and just like gray, and like, but for some reason I just remember my dreams pretty clearly.
I feel like dreams and like the aphantasia are different though, you know?
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're like separate from one another.
I think
also,
the way I remember
don't know what
dreams-
aphantasia is.
The way that I remember, actually, no, you go first.
Okay.
That's probably more important.
For the viewers that don't know what aphantasia is, it's basically where you can't imagine stuff in your brain. Like if somebody tells you imagine an apple, normally people can like close their eyes and imagine and see an apple in their brain, but people with aphantasia typically can't. There's different levels to it of people that can see more or less, but me and Logan are both like pretty low down the spectrum to where we just can't see anything.
Yeah, I saw like a chart getting passed around, like that saw it, and I thought that was weird because I was thinking about it like the day before, so I was like, what, this chart? And I think that on this chart I'd probably be like,
oh yeah, the chart.
I think it went to 5. I'd probably be like a 4 or something. Here, let me send it to you guys.
Yeah, because I remember seeing a chart like that in one of my classes in like freshman year of high school, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm like a 2, like, or whatever it was. It was like I can like imagine stuff, but like the way that I imagine it is like it's very blurry. Like I can't like imagine too vividly, but if someone told me to imagine something, I could do it, but it would just be very like, it would be very blurry, I guess.
Yeah, I'm like a 4 on there. Maybe 3, like in between 3 and 4.
Yeah,
I think I'm in the same spot. For me, it's weird. I can imagine stuff better with my eyes open than with my eyes closed.
I might be a 2 or 3.
Yeah, same.
It's like they have those videos, like I've been listening to a lot of those meditation videos to help me sleep, and they're like, imagine you're walking through a forest.
Yeah,
listening
like,
to the crunchy leaves. And like that just doesn't work out for me because I'm trying to think and I'm trying to imagine it, and just nothing is there, and it's really distracting, and it does not help me fall asleep at all. Not even a little bit, unfortunately.
You get like more focused on trying to figure out how to imagine stuff than you do to the actual meditation.
I'm laying there like, I wonder if I can fix this. I wonder if there's a way I can make my aphantasia better. Like
how to fix aphantasia.
How do I fix
you're
it?
30 minutes into the video and have no idea how to fall asleep.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, I'm still awake. No, this is not ideal.
Exact opposite effect.
Yeah.
How to wake up 101.
Yeah, I learned I had it because I couldn't remember stuff that well. Like I know that it affects memory. Like I could remember, like the way my memory works is like I can remember what happened. Like, oh, I was at the beach and like I saw this like thing. I saw like dolphins. Like I can remember that, but I can't like make an image. Like it's just kind of like it's just kind of like colors, I guess. I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, these are the colors that were there when it happened. But I can't like pinpoint specific like lines on the dolphin or something like that. Like it's very just loose and more like a transcript than like a recording or like a video.
I just love how like you told us like I think I have aphantasia, and it's like me and Logan have talked about it numerous times, like an in-depth conversation. Like I don't think I had that problem, and then you see one reel on Instagram, you're like,
one, like,
guys, I have guys, I have this.
Just changed my world.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy, I get it.
Me and Logan going in depth about our experiences with it, and you're like, I don't really relate to that, and then one reel, you're like, yep, this changed my life. This is me.
This is me. It did change my life.
That's so cool for you.
Thanks. I worked hard.
I was gonna try and segue to the next point, but I'm just gonna go on it. Logan's an Eldritch entity.
What do you mean?
There's not much to say here. Just kind of what we already know.
He isn't real. We manifested him.
We made him up.
I don't understand.
It's kind of like a dream. Like, but the thing is that Gabe and I had to work together because we both have aphantasia, so we had to like work together to cover the gaps in our imagination.
And then we had to like bring in other people as well, you know?
Yeah, it was kind of a team.
It was like one big summoning circle. a little grape in the middle that turned into the berry.
We meet at the start of the week, which is Sunday. Every Sunday we meet.
No. Monday is the start of the week.
Real ones know the truth.
No. I'm just the Mandela effect. I'm not actually. It's like, hey, don't we have like a friend?
Does he have green or blue eyes?
I love that none of the things you said are the color of my eyes.
Either of those eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Logan's eyes are every color. Do whatever color you imagine.
Yeah.
I can see everything.
It's the edge of the universe.
Every color. every taste. I can see them all.
I can see every taste. I see spicy.
I see
You know, they
sound and hear
say that
colors.
your senses get heightened if you lose a sense.
What sense
Like
would
that
you
one
lose?
guy.
I don't know
that's
how
able
that
to use
applies to me, but-
echolocation. Did you hear about that? The guy that went blind and he could use like echolocation to like walk down the road.
Oh yeah. I don't know
Oh,
what
that's
sense
pretty
I
cool.
lose. If you had to lose one,
Oh,
Smell.
smell.
Smell
I
quick.
feel like that's
but
pretty
then
easy.
you lose
actually.
taste.
You don't.
Smell.
Or wait,
do.
you do, huh?
You lose
Isn't it like
taste. It's a
affected?
2-for-1.
Look,
Well-
I'm not getting rid of my hearing and sight. All right.
But if I lose taste, then taste is gone. But if I lose smell, taste is affected, but not gone.
That is true.
That is smart. I think I guess you just go smell.
Smell is like the least useful one. I feel like you get more negatives from smell than you do from anything else.
It's a big part of taste, so a lot of taste is gone.
Well, you just gotta find the tastes that are still there. And maybe you'll like things you didn't like before.
You just eat like
But what if
the, like,
you only
the hottest
taste
sauce
the
ever.
stuff that's bad? Like you can only taste like really bad taste.
Well, yeah, that would kind of suck. But I mean, I feel like I'd rather
Me trying
sacrifice
to
that
work
than
this
anything else.
hypothetical in some way to make you guys
Well,
lose
then which
now.
one would you lose? What would you rather lose?
Yeah,
would you rather
what-
just
what-
not
what's
see anything
yours?
for the rest of your life?
Hmm.
If you say yes, I swear.
I'll think about it. I guess smell is the way to go.
Exactly.
Well,
I think it's just
Smell train.
it's weird because like I feel like that like would you rather just has an objectively correct answer.
Yeah. Like
You lose the least from it.
there's gonna be one person that's just like, I don't want to hear anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to hear. How do you defend that?
What do you mean?
Sensitive to loud noises and don't want to have to deal with it anymore.
I guess so. Yeah, there are objective answers to these questions, like Sunday being the start of the week, which you both agreed to.
No. No.
Incorrect.
no,
My
no.
mother agreed to it and I disagreed.
I think you're just wrong.
Mm.
You'll come around.
I am not wrong. I will not come around. I
Eventually.
will die on this hill.
Dude. Yeah, that you just can't. This argument can go on and on forever.
It's really
but you
funny
just
that we can't
You
change
can't
it.
change it.
Can't change
you can't
the
just
worldview.
change how you view
No.
the world. The start of the week. You can't just switch it and be like, actually Tuesday's the start of the week. You can't
But
just
what if it was?
do that.
Dude, see, you just change your stance. You want Wednesday to be the start of the week. What's next? What's next,
See,
Gabe?
Thursday is
Is
a
anything
lame day.
sacred?
But if Thursday was the first day of the week, maybe it would be less lame. Or maybe it'd be more lame.
Thursday? I feel like Wednesday's a lame day. Why would Thursday be the lame day?
I feel like they're both equally lame.
I feel like Wednesday at least has like the middle of the week kind of vibe, you know?
Thursday's
like Thursday
the
is just
November.
Exactly, yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah,
Thursdays has like nothing. It's
but
just
Wednesday's the September of like the week. Because I feel like nothing happens in September.
September of the
Yeah.
week.
I guess there's like
September.
Labor Day.
Yeah.
Are you saying that the work people do doesn't matter, Jackson? Are you saying that it's not interesting? That it shouldn't be a holiday?
the
It's not
peasants have
special?
Labor Day?
Correct. What?
Do you think the peasants had Labor Day?
I'm looking this up.
The peasants
Yeah,
are
I think
why
so.
we have Labor Day.
Yeah.
They're hard to work. They're
They're
patient.
150 days.
They're always on that grind.
That's true.
That's
We
what
gotta
they
learn
can-
more.
That's
from
what was
them.
understood about
On
them.
the grind set.
They woke up like, I'm back on my grind, my lord. You know.
We gotta Phil while he looks it up.
I found it. I
Oh,
don't think they
never
had
mind.
Labor Day back then.
I don't know if you had to look that
Labor
one
Day
up. We could probably
Yeah.
infer.
I probably could have, but I had to double check, you know?
Workers' rights? In the 1300s?
Definitely not.
What? Unheard of.
Unheard of.
It's a YouTube thumbnail. some peasant that's like up on a really high building.
They have what? And it's just like rights, like circles.
Equal pay?
The red arrow.
Not poor.
Not clickbait.
No bread.
No bread. No labor. No
Only
serfs.
labor. No serfs. No land. Sorry, I'm reading stuff. I'm still trying to read up on the Labor Day.
Trying to get learned, become a learned
Yeah.
man.
Labor Day lore.
They didn't have
Also,
that back
Jackson, I'm just not noticing. Do you want to tell your chicken sandwich story?
I'm an American hero at my college. So there's like a small assortment of like restaurants at my college that I go to, and like there's this one like burger shop that I normally go to, and on the first day, I was like, what should I eat? And I'm like looking at like these different options. I'm like, I don't want Panda Express. I don't want like these other things. Like I think I just want like, I get stressed out at Panda Express.
Oh, I see, that's fair.
Which I think I'll come back to that one. I'll circle back.
Put a pin in it.
Yeah, well, just remind me. So I'm at the burger place, and I'm like, oh, what should I get? Like, I don't really want a burger, which is kind of funny because I'm at this burger place. And I was like, oh, let me get a chicken sandwich. Like, you can't go wrong with a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
And that chicken sandwich was the most painfully mid chicken sandwich I've had in my entire life. Like, it was just the chicken. It wasn't like breaded chicken. It was like 2 pickles, like some mayo, and like some kind of, the bread wasn't like toasted or anything. It was just kind of like regular bread. And I was like, the fries were really good. That's the selling point of this place. I think that it's the reason I keep coming back is because the fries are so good at that place. But the chicken sandwich was horrible. And flash forward a few weeks later, I'm in line. I'm like gonna get like chicken tenders or something, which aren't that bad. They're pretty good.
Chicken tender.
Because they're actually like cooked, I guess. And some guys like,
that's always nice.
some guys like, oh, what are you gonna get? Like in line, like I had my earbuds in. I take one out. I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, I want to order, but I don't know what to get. Like, what do you normally get? And he's like, I'm thinking about getting the chicken sandwich. And I'm like, oh, I normally get the cheeseburger, but the chicken. He's like, should I get the chicken sandwich? And I just like look at him and I just do like the no like motion like at my throat. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't risk it. It's bad. And he's like, dude, I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. And so I saved his like what $13. Like it's pretty crazy.
Wait, $13?
That place is like a gamble,
Dude.
What?
and
Now I want to tell my story too.
every time I go there,
time.
there's this one guy who gives me like fries, and he always cheats me out on the fries. He always gives me like a little bit less than normal. And then like yesterday, I had like a moment of like, I had like a Karen moment, a little mini Karen moment. I didn't actually like go to him and say anything, but like he gave me a cheeseburger, and I grab it and I like go and I walk and I sit down, and I'm like, okay, I can eat my cheeseburger now. I bite into it, and it's just like the bun, cheese, patty, burger, and like that's it. There's nothing else on it.
What?
Normally there's like everything else on it, like, but that time there's nothing else on it, and I'm like, I told this guy thank you so much. Like I did all this stuff. I paid like a lot of money for it, and it's literally, it's just missing it's missing like what makes it the burger. I'm like,
he took cheeseburger too literally.
And I'm just,
oh, okay.
I'm just like
I got you.
eating it like all sad. I'm just like, oh well, and, like I don't want to go back. I don't want to start a
Crying
scene.
in the corner of a
like,
restaurant eating a burger.
Yeah,
You don't want to see his face.
it was crazy.
You can't meet eyes.
I don't know if I
So-
can go back, but the fries.
Those chicken sandwiches cost $13. Today I went
What's a
to.
combo?
Oh, okay.
Still
I'm
not-
gonna say-
still not that good.
Well, the Wendy's Biggie Bag deal comes with fries, chicken nuggets, and a junior bacon
guy
cheeseburger
works for
and a
Wendy's.
drink, all for $7. So if
They
you
don't
do the
sponsor us, they
burger
don't
for
sponsor
an
us.
expensive
They don't
price,
sponsor
I
us.
mean, come on.
I've been on the Wendy's train. Okay, you're just talking to the choir here, or preaching to the choir. That's what it was.
I
That's
need
the
to
saying.
just say my piece about Wendy's, okay? I
That's
can't.
fair.
I can't
I
get
get
I
that.
appreciate that.
I spent $13 and got 20 wings. I didn't want to get 20 wings,
That
but I
is
had them
so
anyway.
much more mileage than I got with my $13.
Yeah.
20 wings.
That could feed a family.
It really-
And I got my mid chicken sandwich.
It fed one person. I looked at the waitress. I was like, "Oh yeah, could I get the 10 boneless wings kind of thing with fries?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, sure." And she comes out with 20 wings, no fries, and I was like, "Well, I'm not sending this back." And I just looked at it, and I looked at my coworkers, and I was like, "I'm not gonna be able to work after this." And I ate all 20 of those wings.
Dude, you're storing for the winter.
Yeah, stuffing him in his cheeks.
Dude, my
There is some-
Ew. I don't like that.
my
It's mind.
coworker is like, it seems like he's like twice my height and weight, and even he was struggling to eat his 20 wings. can you only imagine how it was for me, dude? I was like cutting it in half so I would take like smaller bites because I was struggling to finish that.
Wow.
That's crazy.
But you just
I
didn't
got
get you didn't get
scammed.
any fries or anything. You didn't get anything else that you wanted.
No, I had water and wings, and that was it.
That's all you need.
Wow.
That's a big two.
Those
Bread and
wings
butter
are
right
really
there.
good too. Boneless wings are basically just chicken nuggets with hot sauce, but you know, it was still good.
Funny, that's funny comparison.
What kind of hot sauce do you guys get?
I don't really get hot sauce.
Or not like hot sauce, but I guess like what kind of sauce do you get on your wings?
Honey barbecue.
That's what I get.
It's
Yeah,
just like
same
a
here.
good
I
base
was
choice.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
No, it's just good.
Yeah.
Circling back
I
to
think-
Panda Express. It just kind of came back to me. I get stressed out ordering at Panda Express because it's like the burden of choice. There's too many options, and like they're like make your own path, make your own way. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I want to
You
go to a
also
place.
not like going to Subway?
Actually, yeah, kind of for the same reason. I don't like going to places where I have to like explain what I want, and they just like kind of move down the conveyor belt and give me what I want. I want something that's like already made that I can just choose and be like, yeah, that's good. I'll take
Jackson
that.
doesn't like choice.
Tell me when to stop.
I just leave the store. I'm sorry, it's not you, it's me.
They just look at you.
I'll take the
"Come
check.
back!"
I want the check. I want the check. I want the check. I want the check.
I like Subway. It's pretty good. Their guacamole is literally just avocado, but I like it.
I like the
I've
sandwiches.
Ever gotten guacamole from Subway?
Me neither. I have no
Pretty
experience with this.
It's literally just avocado, but I like it. It's good. Avocado good.
Avocado.
I don't like avocado. I think I have like a food sensitivity to avocado.
That's what my dad has.
It's just like I don't like it. It's just weird.
It's tragic. I mean, like, I feel like I don't just eat avocado.
I was gonna say tragic for
your,
what? Like I don't.
What's your experience with
I don't eat
avocado? Like when you have avocado, what do you have it?
Guacamole.
Like,
Like chips.
It's
and
just guacamole?
Yeah.
but you don't like that?
Like I can have some, but there's like a firm limit. Anything
Weak.
past that is just too much avocado. Weak.
Shame.
I eat
Shame.
17 avocados for breakfast.
Hey, they got that
No, I
protein.
just-
Like, I got that protein.
I'm just thinking how you're like, I think I have a food sensitivity to it, and I'm just like, I would chug a carton of milk despite the fact I know the consequences that will happen. I would eat an entire gallon of ice cream. I'm just like, let it come, let it happen. Bite the vein.
Yeah, fight through it.
My parents used to say I had like a food sensitivity to strawberries when I was little and like goldfish, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't
For
see
some reason,
it.
I
I
thought you
don't
meant
see
like
it.
the actual fish, goldfish, and I was like,
No.
they tested this.
Me when
Logan's
I'm
going-
eating goldfish.
Yeah, Logan's
This
not-
is my
not allowed to
goldfish
have
gobbles.
fish anymore.
Yummy. Don't mind if I do.
For me?
Yo, I didn't know that they had appetizers here. This is crazy.
The main
yeah,
course.
you're at the fish tank at the restaurant and
Just
you're like
grabbing
"Ooh."
fish out of the fish tank. DIY.
It's like the lobsters where you like pick out what lobster you want. It's just grabbing fish out of there.
The
just
Korean
which
barbecue
one you want.
places where you make your own food. Just grab a
Yeah.
fish, throw it on the grill.
Logan's a big fan of goldfish. What kind of goldfish do you want to eat?
Definitely a koi fish for sure. Those things are pretty epic.
Those are goldfish?
They're like similar.
Cousins.
Yeah, they're related.
They're
They're like this. Okay.
Their little fins intertwining.
Yeah, like this.
They're like this.
Like this.
So wait, Jackson, do you also find ordering coffee stressful? Because I know you
It
talked
is
about
the
that before.
same problem, but it's like different. It's like, okay, you know like chess.com?
Well, then they're the same.
This is related, I promise. You know chess.com? There is a mode that you can
yeah,
play
yeah.
called Fog of War, where you can't see the opponent's moves. And that is what it's like ordering coffee for me. I walk up to the coffee place and I'm like, I want some coffee. I look at the menu. I look at the menu, and I'm like, okay, Americano, espresso, latte, cappuccino, frappuccino. I don't know what any of that means. I'm just like, I just want your base coffee. I want the starter pack to coffee. That's all I want when I get there. And everyone else, like, they're ordering their stuff. They know exactly what they want. I go up. I'm like, what are your latte flavors? And then she points at the like menu. She's like, oh yeah, like they're up there. And I'm like, oh, let me just get like a caramel latte. And I'm like, what does she know that I don't know what I'm doing? Like, what does she think? Does she think she's like, why did you go to a coffee place if you didn't know what to order? And that stresses me out so much. I hate ordering coffee so much. I'd rather just make it at home and just like drink it.
Complete opposites.
Really?
Me and you are complete out. Yeah, I literally, so there was a new Dunkin' Donuts that opened like down the road for me, and I was like, oh, I should stop by there on my way to class or whatever. And I literally went in there, and my mom was like, so what are you gonna order? And I was just like, I don't know. We got up to like the thing, and she was like, what do you want? I looked at the menu, I was like, could I get the caramel cold brew? And I was like, I like caramel, and I like cold coffee, so I was like, I'll get that. And then I was like, man, this is good. And I just left. I was like, I just winged it.
I think there's a lot of pressure for me.
Nah.
I don't want to upset the coffee community.
I think I'm just a bandwagoner.
Yeah, that's the thing. I like having
in.
places. I like just like going to a place and having one order and just like doing that. Like just having that like be consistent. I can just be like, yeah, let me go to this burger place and get this burger order, and like that's good. Which is probably why I don't like the like Chipotle or like Panda Express, because you have to like make your thing.
I mean, let's say we all went to a place together. We would be in line, and I'm like, hey Jackson, what are you getting? And you're like, I think I'm gonna get the caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino. I'm like, okay. And then we get to the line. Jackson orders. I'm still thinking about what I want, and then I'm like, and he's done ordering, and I walk up. I'll take the caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino, please. And like completely just banking off of whatever someone else asks and what I want. So I just don't know what I want. I just go off what other people do. I don't have a strong enough opinion.
I used to be super like, I was always like, okay, I gotta find exactly what I want, and I don't know what changed, but I just don't care anymore. I'm just like, whatever I get. I'll figure it out whether I like it or not.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit, man.
So like, Jackson, you know how you used to be like terrified of roller coasters, and then you just got over it? I feel like that's how it was with me being picky eater. I used to be like super picky and be like, I don't know if I'll like it or not, and I just like got over it. I was like, whatever.
I think it's just that money's involved. I don't want to waste the money.
The part that I fumble the most is when I'm actually having to pay. Like they're like, oh, that'll be $6. I'm like, okay. I like open up my wallet and I'm like looking. I'm like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, oh, 5. Oh, okay, 5, the 1. And I like try and grab it out. And I'm like, I like drop something or like I give them the money and they're like, okay, and they go to give me my change and they put it on. They do that thing where they place the receipt and they put the change on top of the receipt.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, thanks. And then they go to like give you the item. Like, let's say I'm at like a drive-through, and then they're like right after they give you the receipt and the change are like here, and they're like, they stick their arm out, they have the like soda in their hands, and I'm like, and I like shove my like coins and like receipt into my wallet because I don't know where to put it. I'm like, I don't know what to do here, and I just shove it somewhere, and like I drop the coins in my car. Like that happened the other day.
That's what I do. I throw in like the cup holder because I'm just like, I just need to grab this no matter what. I just throw everything in the cup holder.
Because I'm like, I don't want to take too long. Like they already have the drink. They're waving it in my face, and I'm like fumbling to like put the change away. I don't know. It just stresses me out for some reason.
No, I feel that. That's why it's so much like I got like a debit card like I think it was like a few weeks ago, and it's so nice. I was like, nice. I don't have to worry about trying to count change or like put away like you know like the coins and stuff like that. I'm just like, here's a debit card. I get it back, and I immediately put it away. And I'm like, all right, that was so easy.
Dude, I still don't have a debit card. I want a debit card so bad.
It makes life so much easier.
It makes life so much easier. You just walk up, you put the thing in, they take your money, and you're just like, that's sick.
Yeah. There's no need for the change.
I need a debit card.
Someone doesn't have a debit card.
Oh man!
You don't have a debit card.
Stop it, guys! Stop!
What scenario is this?
Leave me alone!
Dog defender.
Doma. Credit card. Doma debit card.
Debit card. 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 .
Jackson, you beat the Radiance recently.
I'm goated. I love
Are you?
Hollow Knight. I was against single player games for like the longest time. Like I don't know why. I think I just liked getting value from like spending time gaming, and I got that a lot from like multiplayer games. I'd be like, oh, I'm having fun with my friends. I'm like making progress in this multiplayer game. Like that is meaningful to me. And then Gabe showed me Hollow Knight. He forced me to play like the first part of it.
We're all sitting on the couch, and then
Yeah.
Gabe's like, "Hey Jackson, you should play Hollow Knight." And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Play Hollow Knight, play Hollow Knight." And I was like, "Yeah, do that."
We weren't living in your
and
house
then,
until you played it.
And then bam, then he
I
was
did it.
hooked.
And I literally bought it like that day. I bought
Yeah.
it off Steam, and I just started playing it because it's so much fun. I got like a
I think
controller
we-
and stuff.
Me and Logan were still like on the way back to our houses as you like text us. We just saw it like in the car. We're like, oh, he got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it like 20 minutes after you left.
Yeah, we didn't even make it home yet.
And
we're like
I also-
rubbing our hands together, like
Yeah.
Actually,
I also love how it's like we keep on watching you like grow. And you're like, yeah, I beat this boss, and me and Logan are just like reminiscing, like living back the old days of when we went through and beat like everything in the game. You're like, we beat the Radiant. You're like, I beat the Radiance, and it's like,
yeah, you beat it like
Oh, wait.
like 2 years ago.
yeah. We're just like, I remember beating the Radiance for the first time. Just wait until we get to the Pantheon.
Oh.
It's just rewarding, I think, which is why I like the game a lot, is that like you put in a lot of time and the time like pays off. Like you actually get to visibly like see the rewards. It's not like I'm just like aimlessly playing the single player game and like trying to have fun just by myself in a game. It's like I'm just working towards this goal, which is pretty awesome.
It's also nice because it's like it's a steady pace. Like it's not like you're getting a lot of power too quickly, but you're also not like grinding trying to get like a new power up. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't feel very like grindy, I think is the best part. It's just kind of like I just do what I need to do. Like I know I need this item for the next thing. I just have to go get it. Like it's not like it never felt like a chore, I think is the biggest thing. Even
Unlike
when
another
fighting the
game,
bosses.
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
We've been getting back into Minecraft.
I love Minecraft.
Minecraft
was
is
against
pretty
it.
fun.
More
You
things
were
I was
for
just
the longest
randomly
time.
He
against.
was the
Yeah.
Jackson was the biggest hater. Every time we were like, "Hey, like, you know, I kind of have that itch. I kind of want to play Minecraft again."
I didn't have
You know,
that
like,
itch.
Let's make a world. And he's like, "I just don't think I can play Minecraft again. I'm just not into it. I think I've moved on from Minecraft."
You never move on. You
play
think you've
real
done it in
games.
2 weeks out of the year.
I play real games like Valorant.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. Oh wow.
Yeah,
I remember the last time we had like the itch to play Minecraft, and I kept on like showing you tips and tricks, like the warped fungus to ward away the hoglins, and you guys were like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Yeah, I know Minecraft."
I think it's just the new updates. Like I didn't keep up with it, and like
No.
I just didn't want to keep up with it because I used to be really into it. I used to like watch every video on it. I'd watch every snapshot, but I just kind of didn't want to like get back into it because it just seemed like a chore almost.
Mhm.
Like it was so much
Yeah, I get
easier to
that.
just boot up Valorant and just play that. I don't have to think about it. But Minecraft, it's like, oh, I had to like kind of force myself to have fun with the game. But then when we actually like started, when we actually needed to open up the realm and stuff, like it was fun. Like I didn't have to like, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, which I think was pretty awesome.
I think it helps that like we're all kind of on board, and there's like a lot of people. Because like before we had people from different time zones, like we had people like on the other side of the world, so it's like they would only log on when we're all asleep. So it's like, oh cool, the only people that are online we never interact with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now all the people that are online are usually on at the same time.
And they're like enthusiastic, like they want to actually like play and like work on builds and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, Logan, you need to build your base.
It's got a
Listen,
wall.
all right. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
You aren't.
It's a work in
That's the
progress.
problem.
You can't rush art.
Can't
you were
rush
the first-
perfection.
You were the first person to establish an area for a base, got one wall up, and then everyone around you proceeded to like build an entire
Everyone has
village.
built around me.
I
and
built so
I
much.
have not. I don't, and I still don't have a house. Which I
No.
mean, honestly, lines up with like my past experiences playing the Minecraft on these servers. I just never end up having a full house. By the time I finish my house, it's like no one plays the game anymore, and I'm like,
Yeah,
Eh.
we've all logged off. We've all moved on.
I've done what I need to do, and then I log off for the last time.
You know why you haven't built your base yet? It's because you never built the mine.
One day we'll log off for the last time.
When we
You ever
die,
think about
or
that?
like,
You ever think about that one?
All the time.
that's all I think about.
That
Whenever I
deep,
hit
dark
quit
abyss.
games, what if I'm quitting life?
It calls to me.
The deep dark.
There is a deep dark underneath my base.
We have seen this.
Yeah, the,
Yes.
the weak, deep dark with no shrieker.
I made it safe, okay? There is one shrieker left if you want to
This guy
summon
has
the
a
devil.
safe deep dark underneath his base.
Look, that's what it happens when you become OSHA certified. You gotta make places safe, you know.
Dude, ever since you became OSHA certified, you've changed. You gotta become OSHA uncertified.
I just
Go
can't
back.
talk to you like since you become OSHA certified. It's just so hard to
He's
talk.
talking about ladders and like the angles and stuff, and don't stand on the last rung.
I wouldn't stand there if I was you.
I actually got in trouble at work
Did I
because all of a
ask?
sudden I mentioned that I was on like the top like ring of the ladder, and he was like, "That's illegal." I was like, "Oh yeah." I was like,
The
I was
training
like, I
came
mean,
in.
I was on the second to
My
last ring. He goes,
bad.
That's better.
He's like, I'm gonna keep my eye on you or something. Or maybe he wasn't like that.
He might not have been like that.
I don't know.
Yes.
Now that I say it out loud, I feel like he probably didn't think
Should
that.
have kept that to yourself.
Yeah,
But what if he
yeah.
did? Imagine you were just spot on with your guess. He said those exact words.
I gotta keep my eye on this guy.
The man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He always
Yeah.
comes back.
Yeah.
He's always there.
He always comes back.
Dude.
Can I posit like a moral question?
Okay.
I need some help here. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna paint the picture. I'm gonna paint a picture for you.
All right.
You are at your place of study, your
Yes.
school.
Yes.
All right. You got to go home soon. It's long. It's a long drive home. You're pretty hungry. You're like, I kind of want to just eat something. I don't know. And you're walking past like a booth, and they're giving out free pizza. And you're like, well, first of all, do you take the free pizza slice that is handed to you?
I don't
Oh.
think so.
No, I don't trust it.
I mean, I don't know. Like, usually if I see
No, but you're
activity on the
hungry.
college campus, I'm like, whoop, I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna not make eye contact. That no one's gonna, say, hey, you want this candy? Why do you don't want candy? Are you crazy?
Okay, imagine you're me. Imagine.
I run away. I literally
Imagine
run.
you're me and you're hungry, and you get free pizza, and they're giving out free pizza.
I don't know. There's a lot of barriers to like my imagination. I don't know.
All right. Anyways, I get the pizza, or they offer me the pizza, and I'm like, oh, okay. I get the slice, but
Mhm.
there's a part of the like equation that's missing when it comes to having the pizza, and that's like the plate. They ran out of paper plates, and I was gonna try and like leave soon because I wanted to go home, but I'm not gonna
Yeah.
just put the pizza on the seat of my car or anywhere. It's just bare on my car.
Hey, don't sit on my
Also
pizza.
And so, while I'm discussing this, someone that I noticed someone has finished their pizza and they just have their plate. And so I
asked him for the plate.
I do what any self-respecting person would do, and I walk up and I go, "Hey, can I have that?" And they're like, and he's like, "I guess." And then he hands it to me, and Cynthia was like, "I can't believe you just did that." And I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't see anything wrong with it. I was like, I need a
I mean,
plate, and I'm
Jack,
going
the
home.
thing is, there's nothing inherently wrong with it. It's just so weird and seems like such a low, like a low point. It seems like that you would never want to do that. It just like you have to be desperate.
I
to
was
do
in a
that. I
moment of
don't know.
weakness.
Yeah, I could tell.
I had run out of other options. They had
you
no
asked-
napkins. There was nothing I could. There's nothing I
You
could
asked
do.
a complete stranger for his used paper plate. Like, that's a low.
I mean, he told me that they ran out of plates, so he understood the conundrum I was in, and I specifically said, "Hey, can I have your plate? I have a long drive. Like, I don't want to have it on my car seat the whole time." Like, I explained that to him, and he was like, "Yeah, you can. Yeah." I don't know. I'm just wondering, like, am I in the wrong? Because I feel
You're
like
not in
I'm
the wrong. There's nothing
You're not
wrong with it.
wrong.
It's just weird.
I
It's been
mean,
keeping me up.
if
at
someone
night.
asked me that, I would feel inclined to give them my plate.
Yeah.
But I would have a very like weird opinion of that.
Yeah,
person.
you'd be very confused.
That is
like,
my first
why?
impression of him, which I think is kind of funny.
I like
Can I
that
have your plate?
If he ever sees you, we're gonna be like, "Hey, that's the guy that asked for my paper plates." The
Let's
only
see.
the
Oh,
only connection
man.
he has to you is that used paper plate that he gave you.
You might never see that guy again.
I was
and then he's
out
just
of
gonna be telling his friends,
options.
"This guy asked for my paper plate. Like, I used it. I ate off of it." And he was like, "Hey, Can I have that? Just
Hey.
walked up to me out of nowhere.
I'm gonna need that plate.
I'm gonna need that plate. Hey, bro.
That plate's coming
Bro
with me. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, let's say if I was in the situation and I wanted the pizza, I think I would have just taken the pizza and just gobbled it in that moment and then like, went on my way.
I don't know why I didn't. I think I was like, oh, let me have this later. Like I was like kind of hungry, but I was just so focused on like getting home. I'm like, I can just hold on to this and just have it later. Because it was
I
like a
think you're
sizable
crazy
piece
about
of pizza.
that. You're crazy about saving stuff for later.
Yeah.
I'm crazy about that.
Like that
You'll
chicken.
eat like one.
I don't like
wing,
wasting
if
food.
we all drive. Like okay, on our camping trip, we stopped by this place to get food. What
We'll
was
talk
it?
about
Was
that
it-
someday.
What was the restaurant?
Jr.
Gabe?
Carl's
Jr.
Yeah.
And we all get these like chicken tenders. Jackson says he's hungry, but when he goes and he eats like 2 of them, and then he's like, like I'm not that hungry, and then he's like, I'll save them. And we're like, really? Like you're gonna save the wings? Like we're on this drive. Like why don't you just eat them right now so you're not
Yeah.
hungry later? He's like, no, I'm gonna save them. And so we go on the drive, and those wings just like ferment the entire rest
Yeah,
of our
I
drive.
wouldn't say they did that.
They definitely ferment. You don't okay, so viewers, you don't understand. These wings sat in a hot car in the sun, and they just sat there. They were not like in like some sort of container. It was just like it was a cardboard box sitting on a seat
open.
for
It wasn't
2
even,
days.
like, it wasn't a closed
Yeah.
container.
For 2 days, that thing just sat there, and Jackson was like, "Oh yeah, I'll get to that." And we're like, Dude,
Okay,
don't
it was
eat
a
that,
night.
just throw
It was a
away.
night. Come on.
No, because you didn't eat them until like the day after
Hold
you
on.
got home.
Hold on. It was a very cold night. And that was the reasoning I brought up that morning for why I ate them. And it was one wing. It wasn't actually like a bunch. It was literally just one left. And
Why
I
didn't you
ate.
just throw it away?
Why didn't you just eat it? It's one.
I wasn't hungry earlier.
So what?
Jackson, if I could down 20 wings, you could eat that extra chicken tender, okay?
I just don't like wasting food. I think it's
But
weird. I didn't waste
like,
it.
you
I
downgraded
accomplished
the
my
wing.
That is a good quality to have, but at the same time, you shouldn't eat a wing that has been sitting out for like a day and a half.
Hey,
That's
I'm
just
allowed.
not good.
I lived the wing.
But what if you didn't?
It would have been kind of funny though if I didn't. If I tied to a chicken wing.
Our entire like drive
Jr.
home is like terrible because you're
Yeah, Logan has to take over because I'm just dead in the back.
I love how your guys' like sleep was horrible that entire trip, and I was just like a baby. Dude, I
Jackson was
out.
thinking about the chicken wing.
Dude,
He
that
couldn't
was
stop.
that's gonna be one of the roughest nights I've ever had in my entire life.
I'm gonna say you guys would like take
Should
turns
we talk about
driving,
this?
but
Should we go into it?
oh, absolutely.
Why not?
I just like you guys would like take turns like driving, but since I didn't have a license, I was always in the back seat, and I would just like I'd be chilling back there and just
Nah.
pass out. I'd just
Nah,
be
this is
out,
false.
and
This
then
is
like
misinformation. Logan never drove.
that. Okay,
He didn't drive once.
that is-
Hey
I was driving the whole time.
man, I was the guy in the chair. I
He
was
was.
always there.
I was
If,
in the back
if
seat
he needed
napping.
me, I would have taken over. I mean, I can't say I would have done a good
I
job if I
asked
took over.
several times, and you said, "Nah, you got it." So for
He was
context,
correct, though. You had it.
for context for the people, we went on a camping trip, and it was actually a lot of fun. It's like the first time we've ever done anything like that, and we had some mishaps. So, as the man who forgot the pans, would you like to explain our mishaps, Logan?
Whoa, 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 whoa. I did not forget the pan. You forgot the pan.
Allegedly.
I was gonna bring my pan because I was like, oh well, my dad says we can bring all this stuff. Like, hey, I got the stuff in the box, and you were like, no, it's fine. I have a pan at home, and I was like, okay. And then, and we leave all that stuff there, all of our supplies.
Whoa,
that
whoa,
honestly
wait,
would have
wait.
helped us out.
Wait.
Okay.
You're missing one key part of the story, which
Oh,
puts the
okay.
blame on you for missing the pants. Is that I made one critical distinction before we left. I said, "Hey, do we have everything?" And Logan
After
goes,
we left your house,
He said,
after
"Yeah."
you he brings out this mysterious bag as I'm sitting. I think I'm sitting in the passenger seat or something.
Which
like
is what you want.
I don't know. And then he brings out.
Sorry.
Not now. Okay,
Sorry,
I can't think about that right now.
Gotta stay focused.
I can't let the bag distract me. Okay. He brings out this mysterious bag that I just assumed had the stuff that he said he had at his house. Oh, I have a pan at my house. Okay. All right. I guess we won't bring mine. We'll bring your pan. He comes out with this bag and he says, "Do we have everything?" And I was like, "I think so." And then we leave.
Wrong.
I assume that we have everything we need because he denied my pan and all the stuff I wanted to bring. But somehow...
But I will say, the pan was our least of our concerns. We really should have checked the weather because it got down to 32 and we were in a tent with sleeping bags and that was it.
I've never been that cold in my life. I don't think I've ever been that cold.
I've been colder, but that was... I mean, I was okay because I was in between you guys, so I was like, oh yeah, there's some body heat. I'm good. Yeah, I was like sleeping fine. You guys got like no sleep. I got like a full 6 hours.
It was me, the tent, and then the outdoors, the force of nature.
The sounds of like the world were just so distracting to me.
Yeah.
But before this, we were we brought like burgers because we were gonna cook them on the grill with the pans, which Logan forgot.
No.
And so
denial.
So we bust out the grill. Because we're like, oh, we're kind of hungry. We pulled the grill, and we're like, oh man, we don't have any pans. And so Logan and I decide we team up. Gabe stays behind to watch the fort. We team up. We drive to a nearby, like, it's kind of like a mountain city, I guess. We drive to a nearby city, and we're like, we go to like not the city. We drove to like just like another like campground, I guess, like on a lake, I guess. And there was like a lady there who was like working in this like store, this like general store. And we look around the store, like Logan and I, we probably look so suspicious because it was just me and him like whispering at each other, just like walking circles around this like one aisle. And then the only pan or pan adjacent thing we can find is pan, like the spray can bottle, like the cooking spray, and also like a baking pan, like a baking sheet.
A baking sheet, yeah.
And so I'm like, do you think that this would work? Like, I'm talking with Logan, and he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, should I ask the lady at the counter if it will work? And he's like, I mean, I guess, like, like I was like trying to like get him to like ask. I was like, do you think that she thinks that it'll work? And he was like, I'm not asking. Like, he just flat out told me, I'm not asking. And I was like, okay. So then I go up to her, and I'm holding this like flimsy baking pan, this baking sheet. And I'm like, do you think this will work? And she's like, I'm not really an expert, but I think so. And I'm like, well, she seems to have a lot of confidence around her answer. So naturally, I look it up on Google while she's like talking about it. And Google says, yeah, you're chilling. And so I take the baking pan. I'm like, well, I guess this is all we have now. And so Logan and I, we hop back in the car, we drive back, and we're just kind of, I'm like joking with him. I'm like, I can't believe I asked her that. Like, I can't believe I asked her that like stupid question.
That's a crazy question.
Can I pause real quick? I'm gonna pause. So let me get this straight. Ordering coffee is like stressful and freaks you out, but asking some random stranger if a baking pan will work for cooking burgers is like, oh yeah, no problem.
We were rock bottom. Okay.
There's a bit of, yeah. I think when I'm at my limit, I make interesting choices. But also, Logan normally asks in these scenarios about these things, so it was kind of my turn. Like, I understood that part.
Yeah.
I had to take one.
Take one for the team.
So we get back, we put on the burner, like we turn on the grill, and like that was kind of a process we had to like figure out. And and then I take the baking pan, I place it on the grill, and like we're just kind of like looking at it, like all of us were just like, I don't know if this will work. And then it starts steaming. And I was like,
okay.
It's probably fine. I was like, it might be like obviously weird because it's a baking pan, but I think we can still use it. And then we see burn marks go through the baking pan. And we just start laughing like really hard. We're like,
I was like,
my
no. And I just like quickly grabbed it off the pan as it's like smoking. And then I like ran it under some water, and that was it. We had to retire that one pretty quick.
Yeah. I still have the pan. It's like somewhere in the house.
A burnt pan.
And so we had to make the tough choice to drive back through the winding hills back to the city, the actual city, not the place we were at. We had to
say hills, but there was a mountain. You were on the side of the cliff.
Yeah. I was going a little bit too fast on the side of the cliff, but it's fine. We lived. I got better. That was trip number 2, I think. And that's when we got the pizza, which that was pretty hype.
As every camping trip goes, we went to the store and we got pizza and ate it at next to our tent, next to our campfire.
That was our first L. We had to hold that one all together.
Yeah, we had to bear that one.
The second L, however, was when we went to bed.
Yeah.
Someone want to chronicle the experience we had?
I will gladly do this. So it gets later on to the night. We finish our pizza. We're just, kind of chilling. It gets darker and darker. We're like, man, the wind's really blowing today. And we're like, oh, we should go watch the sunset. So we watch the sunset, and we're like, man, the wind's kind of cold. And so we put on our jackets. We go back to the fire, just chill out. And it's like, okay, it's getting colder. And it's now like pitch black. And we're like, well, I guess we should head to bed. And so we go into the tent, and we're like, wow, it's really cold. And we lay down, and I mean, I laid down and I was like, I'm ready to go to bed, but Jackson started like watching stuff on YouTube, and Logan was next to me playing My Singing Monsters, so I didn't get much sleep for that part. But all of a sudden we're like,
I had to check on my monsters, man.
But also like we're like, is it? It's like it's really cold, isn't it? It's like, this is unusual, and you guys are like, yeah, it's really cold. And we're like, okay, we're like, dude, we don't have any blankets. We just have a sleeping bag.
I think I'd like to like set the scene. So like, we're on an air mattress, the three of us. We're on like 2 air mattresses that are like connected, and we're all in our separate like sleeping bags. But I think the problem is that we're all like wearing like just regular clothes. We're just in like our full regular attire. So like, the body heat isn't getting captured by the sleeping bag. At least for me. I had like socks on and stuff. So I'm just like freezing, and I'm like, why is this sleeping bag not working? I'm just getting colder and colder as the night goes on.
See, I am a pro camper, and in my sleeping bag, I put on shorts and like a light t-shirt, and I took off my socks, so I was prepared for the body heat.
You were ready.
I was also in between you guys, so I mean, I also had that extra heat coming in, so I slept like a baby, but you guys were... How much sleep did you get? It was like 3 hours of sleep you guys got, right?
I know I got at least 3 hours. I don't know if I got any more. I don't remember getting more.
Also, you drove us an hour and a half back into town on 3 hours of sleep, around winding cliffs that led to our impending doom.
Yep.
I slayed that. I went crazy. I did really good.
You did good. That was my driver. Our
Yeah.
designated driver right there.
Can you imagine how like comedic it would be though, that our first time, like our parents finally trust us to go out on our own to like do a camping trip, and we immediately die.
We couldn't do one. We couldn't do at least one.
Just like all that trust, like, all right, guys, it's gonna be kind of dangerous. It's a lot of responsibility. You guys gotta make sure you like pack everything you need, and it's just gone. That's it. We never made it.
We didn't make it.
Couldn't handle it. We couldn't handle one camping
Dude,
trip.
my siblings' life would be forever altered. They would have zero freedom.
Yeah, right.
We'd locked in a house, homeschooled forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They couldn't even
Never
look
seen
at
light
the
of
car.
day.
Dressed in like pillows or something.
Yeah.
Tied
Just
in
like pillow armor.
Yeah, pillow armor.
It was a fun camping trip though.
I
just wish we
was
checked the weather.
that morning. We
Yeah,
woke
it
up
was
super
awesome.
early, and we were all like, I mean, like I wasn't too tired, but I was just kind of like laughing at the fact that that Logan and I got such little sleep, and Gabe slept like a baby.
Yeah.
Like the
Which
whole
happened
trip.
over and over again.
You slept
Yeah,
the
I was
whole trip
sleeping.
pretty much.
I would like, you guys would be talking to me in the car, and you guys look back at like the mirror, and I'm just asleep in the back seat,
Yeah.
like not listening.
Just,
Right, Gabe?
oh.
Just gone.
Me.
I think I was also trained, like living in North Carolina. I think kind of trained me, because it's like where my like room is situated. For real, like, because where my room is situated is at the very edge of the house, so there's not a whole lot protecting me from the elements apart from like that one wall to the side of me. And then on top of that, my bed covers the heating vent, so I don't get any AC or heating from that. So if it's like 50 degrees outside, or sorry, yeah, if it's like 50 outside, it's like 60 in my room. If it's like 30 outside, it's 40 in my room. And it would get down to like 20 some nights, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's like 25, 30 in my room. So it's like, I got used to sleeping in the cold. On top of that, like all of junior year, I didn't really have any friends, so I'd be sitting outside, even if it was winter. I sat outside and ate lunch one time in 19-degree weather. So it's like, I was
insane.
trained
Wow.
for the
You were
cold,
more
so I
than
was like,
ready.
yeah, I'm good. Yeah,
No
I was
wonder you
ready
slept so
for
well.
it. Yeah.
I tried to take a sip of like some water, and it just like freezes in your hand.
No, I say ate lunch, but I took like one bite, and then my hands were too cold, so I just put them back on my jacket and was like, I'll eat later.
I'm actually not that hungry.
Yeah, I didn't want to go into the cafeteria because it's always full, and I was like, I don't have anybody to sit with, so I just had to sit like some end of the table like a loser. I was like, I'll just be outside. I was prepared for that
You were
camping
so
trip.
ready. We weren't.
I usually don't sleep very well on those camping trips, but that was a notable one.
Normally I sleep pretty good, but that was just like I've never been so cold that I couldn't sleep, and that was a new experience for me. I would try and rest, and I just start shivering.
Not even like in Texas,
No,
because it gets pretty cold there.
no, it never got that cold. Or I mean, like, but we also had like AC. It wasn't outside. We
Yeah,
weren't
yeah,
like out in the
that's
snow.
Yeah. You think that's cold?
I'll show you cold.
Our pipes froze and burst where we are.
I always think it's silly when people say that because it's like like let's say like you're living in a place like California where it doesn't typically not that cold, like it's usually on the warmer side. From your perspective, on those colder days, it's cold. You're not used to that kind of weather.
Yeah.
But like obviously in other areas it's gonna get colder. But that's just kind of how it is there. So then when it's cold here, it's cold for California. And then so it's cold. I mean, I don't know.
Like the hurricane.
Yeah.
It's our hurricane. It's our Californian hurricane. All right.
Dude, your news hyped it up way too much. Like, there's a hurricane, it's gonna be bad, and it was.
I
like,
didn't know it was
light
happening
rain.
until like a day before, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
this is the hurricane."
You guys literally had worse like storms before that. You guys had like
I
flash
know,
flooding
we've
before
had
that, and then like this
We've
hurricane
had way
was
worse
nothing.
storms than that.
Yeah.
Apparently it flooded like kind of pretty bad around where I live because there's kind of like a big slope. But
Yeah.
like I feel like that could happen when there's not a hurricane, you know. I don't know. I wasn't out there. Like my family went on a trip to the store, and that's what told me. They're like, a trash can was like
Yeah, I guess we
floating
didn't
down the
really
side.
go outside.
But from what I saw and from what everybody else saw that I know, like it literally was nothing.
Yeah, just some light rain.
Also, I just want to say we kind of moved away from the whole camping trip and the out in the forest talk, but we do have a talking point about who out of all of us and our friends would survive in a forest. So I kind of want to circle back to that and see who would be prepared for all this.
I feel like Logan's out.
What? Hey, at least I didn't forget the pan.
You'd be forced to like, you'd have to like find food, and you just see like this like rabbit, and it looks up to you with like beady eyes, and you're like, I can't do it. I couldn't.
I like how you said beady eyes because I feel like that's like a negative trait, but for some reason you're like saying it like a positive, like, oh, I can't look into those beady eyes.
Those beady dark eyes.
They're swallowing
Soulless
my
eyes.
soul. That is true. That might be hard. I think that it depends on if there's like, I think I could do fish.
What do
I
we
think
get?
I could,
Can you like
I could,
give us
I
like
could
a
fish.
like a situation, Gabe?
Okay, so I'm gonna set the scene. So imagine you're driving out in the woods, and then all of a sudden something runs down the road, and you swerve. You go flying off a cliff, and you're crashed at the very bottom of this cliff. You live, but now you're stuck in the middle of this forest with no way that you know how to get back to civilization. You have to walk your way back, so you have to spend multiple nights in the forest. Could
Next
you do
D&D
it?
campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah. Starving to avoid a deer. Can I roll
But
for
so,
like
like-
intimidation?
The deer pooped itself.
I don't know what the best answer is here. I feel like I wouldn't do bad, but I don't
Hey,
know how
am I
long I
hurt?
could do it.
Or am I fine?
I
Yeah,
feel like
that's
I
a
wouldn't
big
do
thing.
that either, but that could just be my ego talking.
Are we hurt in any way?
No, miraculously, by some grace of God, we are not hurt.
My car crumbles into like a tin can, but I live.
I
Yeah.
landed on like a pillow that was just
Some
there.
quality airbags. But so
I
all
don't
you
know.
have is just the clothes in your back and whatever is found in your car.
It's hard to say like where are like I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of questions here. Like, is there literally no civilization anywhere nearby?
I guess, yeah.
Is my phone
Just
still-
imagine you're in a
where,
forest.
like where in the world? Give me a world. Give me a location.
Give me a
Just
world.
imagine you're like in a barren forest. Like that's it.
Like where? Like in what? Where?
New
Does
Jersey.
it get snowy?
It doesn't have to be snowy. Just like I don't know, where we went camping at, like that kind of forest.
Nah, that's easy peasy.
He sleeps those.
Actually, I don't sleep.
Yeah.
That might be the problem actually.
I think I just sleep in my car, but also my car's broken, like gone. I don't
What
know.
about the bears?
There are
Talk
no
about the
bears in
bears.
California. At least not Southern California.
But if there
Eh,
were a bear,
I've seen a bear.
you've seen a bear?
It was really far away. It was in Sequoia. So it was,
Yeah, that's not Southern California.
not yeah.
NorCal. Not even close.
I feel like I've I don't know. It's really stupid because I know I'm gonna say it out loud and I know it's not true, but like I feel like I've seen enough like survival tips and videos or like that
I
like
think
Naked
Gabe
and
just
Afraid
wins.
show that I know how.
Yeah, Gabe just wins
Like,
here.
Gabe, I feel like you have this. Like out of all of us, you got it.
I think out of all of us, like I want to do well, but like out of us three, I definitely do the best.
Yeah.
I think if we were to rank, it'd be Gabe, me, then Logan.
I will say,
I can't. I don't
definitely-
know if I agree with that.
I definitely have the strongest instincts out of all three of you guys though, because like when we were camping and when it got like pitch black, you guys were just like laughing and like talking and stuff like that. And also I heard like a branch break. I put up the flashlight and I saw two eyes glow. Like it was like yards and yards away. Like it was not a problem at all. But I immediately like picked up on that, shined the light, and I was like, oh, there's something over there. I can't tell what it is. I was like, hopefully it's not anything important kind of thing. But I just kind of sat there until it went back into the bushes. I was like, all right, cool.
And
but
that's
you guys
how
just
we were
never.
murdered in our tents.
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
I don't remember
Did
this
you not
either.
say
You
anything?
never told us this.
What?
No, I never wanted to say anything because I didn't want to freak you guys out that night. But it was just like you guys never picked up on it. I was like, okay, these guys are not living in the wild like that. Whatever
We live
it
in the
was that was
moment.
back. Whatever it was that was over there, you guys just did not hear or see. I was like, okay.
I can't believe you didn't say anything about
That's
that.
really funny
No.
you didn't tell us.
I
Because
feel
was
like I would have rather known than not known.
Yeah.
no. I was
I don't
thinking
think I
was
really
like,
would have. I think I would have had the same, but in the same laughy whatever. I don't think anything would have changed in my demeanor. I think it would have just like taken that information, and be like, yeah,
Yeah, I would have made like
You
some
know.
joke up about it.
yeah.
I wouldn't
I
have like
would
taken
think
it
I
mean,
was like,
I'm sure
I
we're
saw-
completely fine.
I was just like,
Laugh
I saw
track,
something out in the
please.
bushes, but I guarantee it's probably not going to be a threat to us. So I was like, I'm just not going to tell them and have them worry about it. I was like, they don't need to know.
I appreciate that.
Blissful
Yeah.
ignorance.
Yeah, exactly. What's pregnant? Just leave them in the childlike wonder, oblivious of the dangers of the world around them.
La da dee, la da da, la da da, la da dum.
Some cougar that just ready to pounce in the background.
No, he wouldn't do. He wouldn't do that.
I
We're
see the
homies.
cougar.
We're like this.
Yeah, yes, that's the thing you're missing out on, Gabe.
Wait,
Yeah.
Jackson, you sleep the cougar?
I
Okay.
sleep a cougar.
So, what animals could you or could you not take in the fight then?
Don't even get me started.
Penguins? I've heard this story
Penguins?
before. You want to go over this?
Literally, like I destroy a penguin. No
Uh-huh.
contest.
Go into detail.
All right.
You had a whole description on how this works.
All right. I might have to pull it up, but I
You might be able
remember it.
Go into. Hang on, I'm gonna pull up the quote book. I guarantee it's there.
Yeah. So me and
See.
penguins, we're like that. We're not like this at all. I destroy penguins.
Why though?
Imagine if you
Why?
had flippers. What damage could you do with flippers? Not
I
much.
think I could slap you up pretty good.
I wouldn't like that.
Whoopsh.
Yeah, just smacking me like 1,000
And that's
times.
for forgetting the pan.
I never forgot the pan.
Uh-huh.
Let it be known.
Be known. I'm trying to find the chat.
Logan, what animals do you sleep before I get started? What animals do you destroy?
Ah, it's
Like a
hard to
mouse?
say. I feel like a mouse. I mean, come on. Yeah, you can't be serious with that one. Okay. Anyone could sleep a mouse. I've actually never heard the term sleep. Oh, I could sleep that.
Body.
So it sounds
Could
so
you
weird
body
that
a
I keep
mouse?
hearing that. Okay, now you're speaking my language. I would body a mouse. Like before he even knows what's going on. Right?
That's brave.
He
Brave
would
of you to say.
he would not get the cheese, man.
Bro doesn't get the cheese.
A maze with no prize. No cheese.
Mousetrap is just cheese in like the middle of your room.
I just like grab him and throw him out.
Okay, I found it.
Yeah, Super Smash Bros. Final smash on the mouse.
Oh, I'm so dumb. We have an entire channel dedicated to Penguin just because you said this.
Oh yeah, this is documented.
Yeah. All right, do you want to pull it up, Jackson, and read it out verbatim?
Okay. Should I read this like? Okay, I got this. Penguins have many fatal flaws which leave them susceptible to attack. The first of which is their inability to fly. Now on the surface this may seem minuscule, but this is a crucial disadvantage which renders the penguin useless, as it is unable to fly away from my attacks. The average height for an emperor penguin is 3.6 to 4.3 feet tall, while I stand at a height of 5'8", giving me the advantage. While a penguin may be a formidable foe in the water, on land their advantages hold no weight. Flippers are their only mean of defense, but the design is simply impractical. Yes, their sleek and hydrodynamic design provide the necessary speed to strike an effective blow, but it doesn't have the mobility or the force required to make it an effective weapon. As a human, I have both the mobility and striking power. In this scenario, all factors are played perfectly to my favor, with my fast mobility and striking power compared to the slow, waddling, untrained penguins. A fight of this nature would surely result in a penguin defeat. The final flaw in the penguin's design is its bipedal nature. While it is true that humans are also bipedal, penguins don't have an easy way to correct the flaw on land. Therefore, a well-aimed shove would set a penguin to the ground with little to no effort.
I love the idea that you would just shove a penguin to the floor and like curb stomp it.
I win.
I win. Just brutally murder a penguin in cold blood.
Not even a fair fight.
Ding ding ding! You're on air.
Yeah! The crowd goes wild in the Arctic.
Like
three scientists.
Arctic.
Yeah.
Some Russian.
Some Russian guy cheering you on in the distance.
You know where the Antarctic is?
I don't know why I said that.
Some
if I'm being
Russian.
honest. Some Russian.
He's
They
just
could be
there for
Russian,
some reason. I
He's
guess.
up to some stuff up there, man.
They got research teams.
What's he
sure.
doing? What's he doing?
What's he doing, bro?
He's researched the penguins. He just saw Jackson murder
I
one.
researched ratio as they destroy the penguin.
He's like, interesting.
he's writing
taking
notes.
notes. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
clipboard.
Just throw it across the ice. Oh yeah, of course. They
The
just...
lifeless corpse of a penguin just gets just yeeted.
I
How long
sleep
have
a
we been
penguin.
recording for?
We're at like 66. 66
Oh,
minutes.
okay.
We're chilling.
That's not bad.
We got more to get through.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what animal I could take in a fight. I don't know why, but I feel like not like too small. Like I could probably take like a caiman, you know?
A caiman?
Wow.
You don't take a caiman.
I think I
you
take
get death rolled.
no.
You get
Have
death
you seen
rolled.
this
I'm
guy-
laughing.
Have you seen the size of caimans? They are not that big. I take one.
What do you?
The
How?
king gets death rolled. He just does it back. He has like a wrench.
It's like reverse rolling, so it's just like
Just-
they're just stuck.
No, I'll take it out the
Stalemate.
same
just
way that
having a
like,
wrench and just like Cayman rolling or death rolling the Cayman with the wrench is just funny to me. It's the other way.
Like a lever.
no, like I'll take it out the same way that like a jaguar takes it out, where it's like you aim for the back of the head, you know, like because like they have no upper strength to like lift their jaw, only to close it, so you could like hold their jaw shut with just like two hands, or even
Well,
if I just use like my
You
elbow
get
and
no
then just like
weapons.
punch it.
I think it's a big thing. It's
Yeah,
like
you don't
they
get
have, like,
you don't
tough
get any
skin.
weapons. They have tough skin, but how many punches can they take to the back of the neck before they finally drop?
you should look that one up. National
Yeah.
Geographic. How many punches can a caiman take to the neck?
Well, like here, I'm looking it up. Like, yeah, that's not that big. I can take it. I can
I
take
don't
it
know,
too.
man.
I think
I
my
feel like you have to
alternative
be
is a beaver.
careful.
I take a beaver out.
Beaver?
I just grab its tail, swing it around.
Super Mario
It's not coming back
64
from that.
style.
Yeah, Bowser final fight.
Come on.
What about you, Logan? What animal do you think you take?
I just don't know.
He doesn't have it in him.
I just can't think. I can't think of anything specific. Like, I feel like you saying
You take a goose.
a cougar. What did you
Goose.
say? A goose.
You don't take
Yeah.
a goose out. I'm sorry. You lose your goose. And
I don't
It's not
know.
close.
I just remember we were at when we were at the lake, and then your sister had a goose just charge at her, and she was like, "Oh, look, a goose! Like, oh, look at it! It's like looking at me," and then just bit her, like just for no, like it just bit her, and we were just stood there.
They
like,
hate the world. They want to watch
like-
the world burn.
like, what do I do here? Do I body the goose? Do I like
Do I
leave?
body
Do I
the
walk
goose?
away?
I like the idea that a goose bites Jackson's sister and you just dive in to kill it. Like,
You just swoop in.
I'll save you.
How would you justify that? It's just you and the dead
How would-
goose.
How would you take out the goose? What's your plan of action here?
That's kind of grim, but like their neck is like
Yeah.
pretty long. I feel like you got a good ratio
get
to like
things
reach
done.
for,
You like
and just
swing it above your head like a shirt
Yeah,
by like
that-
the,
pretty
by
much.
the sleeve. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Pretty much,
at that
yeah,
point
I
it's
thought
pretty
that
much
was-
game over. Yeah, as grim as
It is
it
a
sounds.
big point of weakness for the goose.
Yeah.
What if they have neck armor?
Like
What would
plate
that
armor
be?
just
Like-
on the neck.
I don't
Is
know.
it just like to protect them? Would it be like stiff?
Yeah.
Are they just like in a case, like in a metal box?
It's a
They have
golden
a
goose.
neck brace on. The goose has a neck brace to protect itself.
At that point, the goose is just like immobilized. Like, what's it gonna do?
You've already won.
I gave it a get well soon card. That's what I did.
Hurt it emotionally.
Alright, what's
Yeah,
some
I can
animals
take
we
a goose.
couldn't take in a fight, but would be kind of close?
Oh, it would be close. I saw this.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. There's a lot of animals I couldn't take, but close is
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, what would be close, but you know you wouldn't win this?
Like a dog.
A dog. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's close, but I don't win.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Trying to think of what would body me, but I put in a good fight.
It's just the bigger alligator. It's just like
Yeah.
not a caiman,
Yeah.
but like an alligator. You get close, but not quite. A caiman's just perfect though.
Yeah, Keeman's perfect size, you know. Perfect size for punching.
Yeah.
I feel like some kind of shark. Like
You get close with a shark?
because like sharks have like a pretty big weakness, or like a pretty, at least from what I've heard, like a deterrent, which
It's
is
the
just like
nose.
their nose, their eye. Like
Schnoz.
if you smack them over there.
What kind of shark?
But that doesn't kill them. I think it's a big thing. You have to get close to like winning.
If you're talking about killing, then maybe not.
It's not by knockout. the bear doesn't just give up.
Ding ding ding.
The boxing gloves.
I don't know.
I don't know
feel
why,
like,
but
actually, now that I think about it, I feel like aquatic animals are just not the way to go because you're in there and you're in their
You're in their
boxing
domain.
ring.
yeah.
Penguins though, they live in both worlds, so I can take them out. I can take them
Yeah.
in either.
Yeah.
I don't think you can take them on either.
I can
Maybe
take them
just
in
land.
Maybe just land. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Water, I think
sleep
they
them
body
in
you.
on land. Maybe in water.
No, dude, have you?
That's it. It's penguins in water. That's my almost. I could take them.
Yeah.
I could almost take them. I get so close, but they just have the upper hand naturally.
I feel like maybe kangaroos.
Oh no.
I feel-
There's no way.
I feel-
Those
They
guys are,
definitely
like,
body
ripped,
me.
Though. They're literally jacked.
Yeah. I feel like I feel like I might be able to get in a few good swings, but ultimately I die. You know? Like,
Is that getting close or just like surviving?
Yeah. I mean, if you get a few good punches to the
shark,
head.
like-
a few good punches to the head would definitely mess up a kangaroo. You know?
I feel like a dingo. I get close with a dingo, but I don't kill him.
I feel like I don't get close to a dingo. I think I just die. That's just
Lose?
it. Oh, yeah, I think I lose.
I think
It's
I
like-
just dodge roll. I press A. and
Josh, playing Elden Ring.
Yeah, dodge roll. Dingo.
Dingus.
Okay, maybe not a kangaroo, but
Kangaroo is crazy. I don't think you get close.
maybe
I
an
think they
emu.
just kick you. No.
An emu would also just kick me, but I feel like because of the long
Are
neck,
they
I might
smaller
have a better
ostriches?
chance.
Are
Yeah, they're
emus?
smaller than ostriches.
Oh, okay. Ostriches, I don't win. I lose. Emus, maybe.
Yeah, same. That's why I said emus, because like ostrich definitely not, but like
You're just
emu,
picking like the
maybe.
smaller versions of animals.
Yeah, exactly. That being
Baby
said,
animal.
though, the Australians fought against the emus and had an entire war, and they lost. So I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
the
I
entire
don't.
might of Australians couldn't beat them.
But I guess the whole point is that we don't win, but we get close.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I wonder if they got close. But
I
then
gotta
eventually
find
the emus got the upper hand.
yeah. I'm gonna look up how close was the emu-Australian war. You guys can go on to. You can continue talking while I look this up.
If you're a worm, Logan.
I don't know why you added an if there. Like, that's kind of weird.
Like hypothetically, if you're a worm, I wouldn't text you back. I want you to know that.
The Australians lost bad,
Okay.
guys.
To the worms?
It lasted
Yeah,
until.
they couldn't beat the worms.
Okay, so the Australian
You would
army
know-
had
you know
been
something about
defeated. Guys, the Australian army had been defeated by emus. They had used nearly all 10,000 rounds of ammunition, but at the cost of 10 rounds per emu killed, and they lost.
10 rounds? You don't sleep in emu. You don't win.
I think I
10
don't think
rounds
anyone.
per emu?
Sounds like a skill issue.
But hang on,
Wait, hold up. 10 rounds per
hang on,
emu. 10,000 rounds used. They lost to
I'm looking up emu
100
size.
emus? You think you beat 2 Caimans? How many Caimans do you think you lose to?
I think I lose 2.
2?
Because I had to use both hands to take out 1 Cayman, so then the other one's free to get me,
If you take one out super fast, you could use the Cayman somehow.
Yeah, but the problem is that the way I beat it is kind of a long process because I gotta just like punch it until it finally like breaks the neck,
I could take out like 4 penguins. I think 5's too many.
Yeah, 2's too many for me.
4,
Okay, so I don't
easy.
think I take out an emu, but that being said, looking at the long neck, it reminds me of a llama. I think I could take a llama.
I mean, I feel like that's fair.
Yeah, I was like, I could take a llama.
All right.
I mean, would the llama even fight back?
I got an important question.
Not very well.
I got an important question unrelated to the animals.
Okay.
So we have Logan, right?
Uh-huh.
He's
We think we have Logan. He doesn't exist, remember?
He may not exist, but we imagine the love of his life. And he's getting married. Who's the best man? This is more of a question for Logan.
Dude, you guys would be my best mans.
No, you have to pick one.
You have to be my. I can't.
It's only
I
one.
literally
He picks
can't. You
neither.
guys are my best mans.
He picks neither.
It's best man.
I pick Logan.
Yeah.
No. We just fade away.
Sorry,
Yeah.
man. You're my best mans.
We're in like a trench
Don't,
coat.
don't let anyone
Yeah.
tell you otherwise. You're my best
We
man.
stack
Trench
on
coat.
each other. Yeah. You'll have 2. Can you even
Yeah.
have 2?
I mean, I feel like who's gonna stop you? Like,
I get it. It is your
wedding.
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
Dude,
have.
I
2
could have
best
like
men.
I could have like a best man army, dude.
You're
But
all
if
my
we're
best
all
man.
best men, no one's best man.
Exactly.
And when everyone's super, no one is.
Syndrome would be my best man.
He'd be there for you.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I was reading out the paper plate fiasco on our list, and I was like, oh wait, we already talked about that.
Yeah. Do you want to hear about Yerba Mate?
I don't know what
do.
this is. Yes, I do.
Yerba Mate. So you both weren't there. You had to be there, but I was the only one that was there. No one else was there. It was just me, myself, and I in this
Oh wow.
situation.
The whole gang.
So I have to like leave kind of late. I have like a long drive. It's like 7, and I'm like, I kind of want something to like keep me up the whole way back home, so I don't sleep and die. And so I go to like the store like on campus, and I'm looking at the options, and like I've been here before. I've been like, oh, I'll just grab a Celsius. I'll just grab like a I don't know, like a coffee or something. And I'm not big into energy drinks like at all. Like I've had maybe 1 sip of a Monster lifetime. Like I don't like drinking them at all. And I saw like this red can, and it said like cranberry raspberry, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And I read it, and it's like Yerba Mate, plant-based energy like tea. It doesn't say drink, it says tea. And I'm like, oh well, it's plant-based and it's a tea. Like how strong can it be? And so I buy it, and I don't know, I grab it and I like open it, and I drink it like a little bit, and like I start feeling it like I want to say like 5 minutes afterwards. Like I just keep kind of I'm like drinking it kind of fast too. I'm not like just like you know, casually drinking it. I'm like chugging it a little bit, and I finish with the can, and like my hands are shaking, and I'm like, what? And I like, so I was like calling my sister because I got out earlier, and I was like, oh, where are you? And so I'm like, she wasn't picking up, like for some reason. I guess she was like busy, and like I'm like going around campus like at super speed, like you know, like in like video games when you drink an energy drink and like you like move a little bit faster. That was real life. I was like going so fast up and down stairs, like looking in every room and stuff like that. And then eventually I got to the car, and like my heart's beating fast, and like I have never felt that focused while driving my entire life. And I get home, and like I do my normal stuff. I'm like going to bed, and I'm like trying to sleep, and I can't sleep. Like I'm like, I know I'm tired. Like these are the 2 things I know. I know I'm tired, and I know that this is when I normally go to bed. And I'm like, okay, I should sleep now. Because like for me, sleeping is like I just lay down, I'm like, it's time to sleep, and I just fall asleep. And I couldn't do it. And I was like, dude, what? Like my legs shaking. I'm like, I'm just never gonna have it again. Yerba Mate changed me. I think it unlocked my superpowers.
I want that. I want it.
I want to try it.
I want to try it so bad.
I kinda wanna see what
when
it-
you told
what
me
you
about
guys
it the
would
first
be
time, I
like
want to try it, and I want to try it.
But
You
maybe
guys think I talk fast now? Just wait until I have Yerba Mate.
the 1.5 listeners going crazy. They don't understand Gabe anymore. It's just like a noise. He's a signal. Yeah. That's Yerba Mate for you.
That's
Yerba Mate
Yerba
sounds like a
Mate.
soda.
It's just like a tea. They were right. It was an energy tea. Head nods.
When I have like coffee and stuff, I don't really notice like a change as much. Like maybe I probably am affected by it, but I don't notice it. But I feel like based off your like experience with Yerba Mate, I'm just curious.
I'm the same way. Like coffee, I know that I'm more awake, but it's not like I'm like wired. Like I'm not like shivering or like shaking or anything. Like I know I'm just more awake from the.
It could even just be
from the coffee.
placebo. Like, oh, I drank coffee. I guess I'm more awake now.
Maybe it is. Maybe my caffeine tolerance is through the roof. But I don't know. Yerba Mate kind of changed the sample size.
Change the game.
I
Yeah.
have so much caffeine because of all the soda I drink. But I
Yeah,
mean, can you
every
blame
time we
me?
go to your
Dr. Pepper
house,
is goated.
I mean, when you go to your house, it's more soda than I had in like the entire like couple months. Like
The amount of
in my
That was a
life.
lot of
Yeah.
Fanta. Yeah, that was a lot of Fanta.
I think I had like 6 Fantas, 5 or 6.
Even I didn't have that much soda, and I usually drink a lot of soda. Like that, you weren't even feeling good after all. You were like, I can't finish this. I can't
Yeah, I was
do it."
like, I can't have anymore. You're like, do you want another Fanta? And I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do another one, Gabe.
Well, it's because like originally I was like, I would grab one for me, and I was like, hey, do you guys want one? You guys, you're like, oh yeah, sure, I'll grab one. So then I was like, okay, cool. So I grabbed one for you guys. Then I was like, I'd be like halfway through mine, but I'm like, oh hey, I'm heading downstairs. You guys want a drink? You guys like, sure. And you guys get another one, but it's like I didn't get one for me because I was just going downstairs for something else. So it's like
You
I just
think-
kept like, giving you guys more, but never one
Do
for
you
me.
think you were slowly poisoning us? Logan, do you think
I
he was
might-
trying to poison us? 'Cause
I
you
don't think
never
I was
had-
trying-
I never had it.
That's actually a good point.
I don't
we
like
always
Fanta, but I think it might. If I wasn't doing it consciously. It was my subconscious trying to kill you.
It's just our need for like things to be efficient. Like, oh, if you're going downstairs, like,
Yeah.
if because you're asking.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could.
A monkey.
Exactly.
You had to be there.
You had to be there.
Yeah, straight up.
That one we won't explain.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it at that.
No, we won't.
Yeah.
I was actually talking to my coworkers today about our Mario Kart shenanigans where we were having hot sauce for all the losers, and how Logan never had to drink any because he's too
Nope.
goated.
I'm goaded. What can I say?
I got that
Literally,
here.
what can I say?
We gotta run that one back.
We do. We can do that when we.
That's a great idea.
We can do that
Oh,
on
we should totally do
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
a brilliant move. I'm so down.
Logan, tomorrow I'm waking up early, going to school, and then like probably not even before like class is finished. Like it'll be like 12:45. I'm like, hey, I gotta go, and just drive to the airport and leave.
Craziest commute ever.
Where is he
Yeah.
going?
Yeah.
Oh, where are you going, Gabe?
It's like
the
it's sort of
airport.
like a cartoon
Huh?
episode.
Yeah,
Leave school,
just
go
like-
on a plane, and just like fly away.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be
You're
like, oh,
back.
you gotta leave early? How come? I'm gonna be in California. I'm going to California. In T-minus 10 hours, I will be there.
Dude, the countdown starts now.
All
It's
right.
gonna be rough when I fly back. I'm gonna be taking a red-eye flight. I'm going from like 10 p.m. your guys' time till like 8 a.m. my time.
Back in time.
Yeah.
Dude. Perfect.
Perfect.
Just not gonna sleep. I can't sleep on planes. I try, I just never can.
I can't do it on the first flight, but like the connecting flight, I normally sleep on.
I think it depends. Like if I'm on the window seat, I probably can't sleep because I can lean up against the window. But like if I'm like in the middle or on
What if the
the
window
aisle,
breaks?
I'm just good.
He will now no longer be able to sleep in that situation.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm gonna be having a permanent sleep.
How to cure insomnia.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I wonder if I would sleep on a plane.
I
think I
don't.
wouldn't.
I don't like it, but like it gets to like a point where I'm like so tired, I just have to sleep. Like it's not even like I'm not sure if I'll sleep right now. You know, I'm on a plane. Like it just happens.
I think I need to get like a what's it called, the neck pillow,
Oh yeah,
so I can try and sleep that way. Because normally I'm like, oh, I don't want a neck pillow because it's like awkward to wear and stuff like that. But now I'm just like, okay, I need to sleep on
It's
these
so
planes
good.
because like, yeah, I was like, I need to be able to sleep on the planes, and I can't do that if I'm in the middle seat or aisle seat. I just can't.
Once you
I
get
can't
one,
do
you
it.
can't go back. You can't
See,
go
I
back
got
to
one
that
though, and I did go back, but now I want to come back to it.
That's what I'm saying. You can't leave. All right,
He's right.
we're nearing 90. I feel like
All right.
we should end with the last one, which is head nods. Which I'm just kind of curious about this. Just like probably just more for the viewers, I guess. Like, how do you guys interpret like guys' head nods?
What do you mean?
If they nod up, it means that they're understanding of whatever it is you said. If they nod down, then it means that they're like acknowledging you, like how are you, you know, like oh I see you, you know.
That's
Good
how
to see you.
that's how I think of it. I think
Yeah.
if down is like acknowledgement and up is like respect. It's just kind of.
And if it's like a slight nod to the side, they're trying to point to something or like call you over to it, you know.
Oh wait, no, I flipped. Sorry. Down is respect. Up is acknowledgement. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see up as acknowledgement too. Like I did the other day, I saw someone from my class, and he's not someone I know that well, but he's in my small section class, so I do know him. And I have talked to him before, and he was all the way across. We met eyes, and I was like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I went up, like, yo, like what's up, like, and I felt like I did it like too subtly, but he did it back, and then I was like,
Perfect.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then I just went my separate way, and it was fine. But like sometimes that's a problem because I feel like after I do it in like a way where I'm like, was that like obvious enough? Like, was it obvious I'm saying hi, or was I just looking at them from their perspective? And then they're like, yeah, and then I just walk away. Like, I don't know. That's the kind of
I
stuff
don't
that
really
keeps me up at
initiate.
night.
I never initiate, but I always respond.
Yeah. You got to do something back.
Yeah.
I
you
always
can't just leave it
initiate because I don't like talking.
Although I've never done it with like Logan or you. I think I've done it with Gabe, but not with Logan, which I think is interesting.
Oh, that's weird.
We gotta work on that.
Yeah, we gotta patch that. All right, we're gonna end it off there.
That's it.
All right.
Thank you guys so much for watching
All
and or
right.
listening.
Or doing both while doing a handstand, spinning around in your head. If you did that, you win the prize.
You get
which
the
we'll
gold
announce
star
someday.
of liking and
Not
subscribing.
now, but someday.
You get the gold star of liking and
Yeah.
subscribing.
Congratulations. You just won a free subscription
Yeah.
to the You Had to Be There podcast. I mean, hey, good work.
Why ever go back? Your life is now
Right?
forever changed.
No refunds.
Yeah.
No refunds.
Yeah. You don't get
We'll
to
come back
choose
to
whether you
subscription
accept the
refunded.
gift. Okay, this is the gift chooses you. All right.
You don't get to choose. The man.
Yes, the man will make you.
No, we're ending it
subscribe.
before we talk about the man.
All right.
No,
See you.
don't even get me
See ya.
started on the man.